Mm-hmm.
I'm back. Something weird happened. I don't know.
Greg's back.
I'm back.
I'm
I
still
love.
eating.
That's all right. Turn your microphone off while you eat. No one wants to hear you eat.
We don't want to. We don't want to do an ASMR thing.
No, no ASMR. So it is currently snowing. What is the what is the whatever that word is that I'm looking for? You know, if it's raining cats and dogs, what is it snowing?
Mm.
Goats and sheep?
Oh, I don't know. We've taken to calling it a snowverdose.
Snowverdose?
Yeah, we're experiencing a snowverdose.
I mean, y'all are fucking wimps out there. Would you get 8 inches?
Something like that. Yeah.
That's nothing. Give me a break.
It has been extraordinarily mild here the past few years. I got to say, I was pretty hyped. This 8 inches is like more than we've gotten in the past like 3 years.
I told you it was going to be a snowy winter.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I've been going out for walks in the snow because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous out, and it's cool because everybody has their lights up and shit, and it all reflects off all the snow, and then you just get this like the whole city just has like a glow to it right now.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's something.
Your fan is ripping right now.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
I've got it on. I've got it on moderate.
I wonder if you
Well,
turn your microphone away from it a little bit.
yeah, it is turned away from it. I'll move it a little bit more. I've only got so much space to work with.
It is what it is.
Kind of a
I'm sure the
makeshift setup over here right now because we're rearranging stuff in here. Might be completely revamping the whole room. So
oh, there you go. The our little friend AI denoiser, I'm sure will clean that right up for us.
uh huh. It is my favorite AI friend. I will say
It's one of the good ones for sure.
It's definitely one of the good ones.
I had a weird dream the other day actually about AI.
Oh yeah,
So this is a good place to start.
perfect. Yeah,
So have you ever heard about dogmen?
dogmen.
Yeah.
No, I can't say I'm familiar.
So I don't know if it's a cryptid or if it's a like a military project or even just, you know, another species that existed once upon a time a long time ago. Because like
Okay.
you think of like in the Egyptian like hieroglyphs, there were like humans with like animal heads and such,
Yeah.
right? So there are multiple facets to this whole thing that kind of conjured up this
Okay.
nonsense.
I'm
So-
excited already.
So the first part is, what if once upon a time dogmen were real and humans, as they became the dominant race or dominant species, domesticated dogmen into the wonderful, lovely puppies that we have now? Now, there's another article that I read the other day about how raccoons are evolving at a rapid pace to maintain the species, and they are domesticating themselves. And what
Oh.
that means is they are becoming more friendly. Their physical features are evolving to be cuter. And there was a couple of other things that they had listed in this article. So, I'm a big fan of raccoons. I actually own a I adopted a raccoon in Chicago, in some farm outside of Chicago.
Oh, nice.
They are currently illegal to own in New York, but hopefully one day that changes. And if it does, I'll be the first one to have a pet raccoon. Now, back to the notion of one species becoming dominant over the other. If once upon a time there were dogmen and humans became superior, and in that process dogmen domesticated themselves, what are the chances that one day, maybe a few thousand years from now, as either AI or some external visitors or something of the sort comes and becomes the dominant species of Earth, will humans become domesticated pets?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a dream about this, in which, yes, humans do become domesticated pets, and we have bigger, goofier eyes and slobbery tongues.
Oh,
and
sure. We become like anime characters.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So that's what's been going through my mind the last few days. What about you, Dorian?
Yeah, it's funny you should mention that. I've been thinking the same thing. No, I have not been thinking about us becoming domesticated. Although I'm with you on that. That certainly could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't know why we need the like dog men part of it. Like I think just dogs being domesticated still kind of completes the chain of logic that you're creating here.
Well, it's all about tying multiple threads together, because the more I venture into the unknown, the more I discover. And
yes.
I think
I feel like the fossil record would probably show some evidence of dog men, but
here's the thing about that. Just like the UFO under the pyramids and all the other cool things happening underneath the pyramids, we only know what they want us to know. This is turning into a Joe Rogan podcast very quickly, but
yikes. Well,
a good Joe Rogan podcast.
Okay. Possibly an oxymoron, but
you can't talk shit. You don't listen.
Paradox and oxymoron.
You don't listen to him, so be nice.
That's
don't
true.
know. So
that's fair. My question. This is my question for like pretty much every conspiracy. Is like, why?
Why?
Like what?
Why not?
Like what?
Why not?
What is the advantage to concealing the existence of dogmen?
The winner rewrites history. That's all.
Sure.
Here's the
thing.
Like
we won. Yeah.
yeah. We won, but we just don't want to acknowledge their existence because we don't want them coming back. We don't want the dogs to rise to power. We want to keep them.
Okay.
We want to keep them domesticated, so we have to erase their history of superiority once upon a time.
Oh, so they were the superior race, and then we like the Cro-Magnon man evolved into
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So there was a battle once upon a time. Can we add this into the radio play?
For sure. Jimmy definitely, I think, assumes that he has the stature of a human person.
Well, you know, I think the point being is...
That could be ancestral memory, yeah.
The point being is, how do these things happen where this hierarchy is agreed upon and exists for a millennia, right? Mm-hmm. Something happened once upon a time. They weren't just wolves in the wild. Rah. They might have been, but they also might have been dogmen.
They might have been dogmen.
There's this guy on Howard Stern. What is his name? Oh fuck. All of my Howard Stern friends are going to be so disappointed in me that I'm spacing on his name. Eric. No, not Eric. It doesn't matter. He's a hardcore conspiracy theorist. Yeah. And he talks about dogmen a lot. So that's where that seed was planted, was by him talking about dogmen.
Okay.
But I was like looking at my dog and I was like, I wonder if once upon a time you were more than you are now.
Right. And now being a dog owner, like there's times where you're like, I swear we just communicated like people.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you look in their eyes and you're like, I can see a whole human soul behind those eyes.
Exactly.
Exactly. And then versus I understand. Yeah. And I have a neighbor whose dog is like the most dog I've ever met. Like he just does dog shit all the time. Yeah. And like you look at him and you see a dog.
Yeah.
But like Jimmy, I'm like, there's something more going on in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll grant you that for sure.
Question for you. Check your microphone input on Riverside. Make sure that you're actually getting your Volt. I have a feeling you might be coming in off your computer microphone.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Hold on here. Let me check.
Does it say Volt 1 or 1.2 or something like that for input?
Oh, it is set to my standard one. That's weird. In my headphones, I'm hearing myself
Yeah,
through.
because you're hearing it through the
Yeah.
direct. Okay, that's why it
Okay.
sounds a little funkier than normal.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay.
And oh, you can't. You can mute while recording, but you can't switch mics. Is what Riverside is telling me currently, which is lame.
Can you leave and come back?
Yeah, I should be able to do that.
Leave and come back.
Cool.
I'll talk about Dogmen for 30 more seconds.
I'll be right back.
There we go. Oh, man, that was brutal. Yeah, so Dogmen. Let me see. I'm going to look up who is Howard Stern Dogmen. All right. High Register Shawnee. He hates being called High Register Sean. But High Register Sean talks about Dogmen. Let's see. What does this say? Let's see. They are nefarious creatures, he explained. They don't have souls because they were created in a lab. See? So maybe Tom Brady's dog is a dog man, or will become a dog man. Of course, Howard had several questions about High Register Sean's conspiracy. For starters, what proof did he have that these dogmen ever existed? Sean asserted he's seen something with orange-colored eyes wandering around behind his house. He also said the chickens his family used to keep all mysteriously died after being attacked in their cage. And just recently, Shaw discovered animal bones on his own lawn, which he believes were eaten by a dogman. He's back.
Do I sound better?
Yes, you do.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's
probably
better.
why you were hearing the fan so hard, also,
Yeah,
because you
yeah.
were like,
Yeah.
"It's a mic like right next to it."
Yeah, I did it. So,
All right. Take
so
three.
I
Yeah.
did a little research. I did a little research while you were gone. His
Ooh.
name is High Register Sean. He believes that dogmen live on his property, have killed his chickens, and stalk him at night with bright orange eyes. He said they are nefarious creatures. They don't have souls because they were created in a lab. So now maybe they took ancient DNA of old dogmen and cloned them, or did whatever this new thing is that they're doing, where they're bringing prehistoric creatures back to life.
Doing
so
some
maybe
Jurassic Park shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, moral of the story. Let's hope that one day humans don't get domesticated the way dogmen were thousands of years ago.
Or it could be worse. It could be like the Matrix, and we just get like turned into, like biological batteries for the machines.
Well, either way, everything's fucked.
Yeah.
Ay. Well, it's a snow day today here in upstate New York. I think we're just getting the storm that you guys probably got hit with a few days ago. So
Probably, yeah.
we have accumulated approximately an inch to maybe 2 inches in the last 90 minutes. So we're off to a good start.
Nice. Hey, that's healthy.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes when we get these like severe storm warnings that are coming through, it ends up being like nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm always like a little disappointed. I kind of want the shit show to come through and just like fucking let winter just dominate all of us for a couple days.
Yeah.
I enjoy that experience, to be honest. So no, I'm glad, because we had this. We actually, my wife and I were in Los Angeles for Thanksgiving, and because of all those storm warnings and stuff for Chicago, we had to change our flight and fly. Like, we took a red eye, Friday into Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And to avoid it, we were like, it better fucking storm. Now that we've like changed our flight, taken this god awful like, leave midnight LA time, arrive 6 a.m. Chicago time, just like fuck up your whole day kind of like flight schedule.
Did you stay up? Did you play through?
No, I was in and out,
Well, no,
kinda...
I meant when you landed.
Once we got once we got home, I probably like zoned out on the couch a couple of times during the day, but yeah, I just worked through it. But anyway, so we were like, it better actually fucking storm, since we went through all this trouble to get back in time, and thankfully it did. So
there you go.
It's been kind of delightful.
I was wondering, because someone told me that, like, oh, Christina's family was all in Chicago for Thanksgiving, and one of them, I don't know if Nico, if you listen to this, I'm blaming you. Um, I don't know if they had too much to drink or whatever, but somebody told Christina that they were getting 5 feet of snow. Was that a legitimate thing at any point? No. Okay.
we were we were never going to get 5 feet of snow. We were never going to get 1 foot of snow.
Yeah.
But we did get a good like 8 inches, and yeah. 5 feet though.
Yeah.
What a bold statement. I like.
Well,
to confidently say to someone, like, do you know how insane that is? 5
that's a lot of
fucking
snow.
feet?
Well, that's what I
So
said. I was like, you know what? As much as I've been dying for a snowstorm, I think 5 feet might be too much.
Yeah,
I think
that
2
would
feet.
be too much.
I think 2 feet would be rad. I think a good, solid, just like 36-hour snowfall of 2 feet of fluffy snow.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 5 feet is a bit excessive.
That's
and I also
insane.
said, I was like, there is zero chance that Chicago's actually getting 5 feet of snow over the next couple of days. I was like, so whoever told you, I didn't even bother to find out. I was just like, I don't know. So, but I was wondering, because the first thing that actually crossed my mind when I heard 5 feet of snow, I was like, well, maybe Dorian won't be able to get home and he'll stay for the Kill Bill premiere.
That would have been sweet. Yeah, we came home early, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It was a bummer. I wish, because I've discovered, much to my fucking horror, that there is going to be 0 film screenings of Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair in Illinois.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah.
Have you talked to your boys down the street?
So I'm gonna be over there this evening to go see. I'm gonna go see Harmony Korine's masterpiece Gummo on 35 millimeter tonight at the Music Box. I have a couple friends who've never seen it. I'm very excited for them to be traumatized.
Yeah, that's a dark one.
Yeah,
I have that on VHS somewhere.
Oh hell yeah!
That's a tricky one to get.
Oh nice.
Yeah, I've got
Sweet.
the vinyl too. I think actually, I don't even know. I don't even remember there being music in the movie.
Yeah, well, there's one Madonna song I know.
Oh yeah,
during like a workout sequence in a basement. But anyway, I'm gonna be over there. I'm gonna ask them about it. I have seen some stuff online saying that sometime next year the Music Box is gonna be showing it in 70 millimeter.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's plenty of theaters that are gonna be showing it here, but it's digital.
Yeah. So
which is fine.
What do they only have like so many film reels that they can pass around the country? Is that?
Yeah, I don't know. It got announced so late that I'm guessing the Music Box just already had their programming lined up. And
yeah,
they're like,
maybe.
we don't have any room, to show, because they've only got 2 theaters.
But don't you think that if they wanted to make just a little bit more money, that they would prioritize that one? Don't you think more people would show up for that than probably 75% of the other nonsense they're showing?
Dude, that theater, I am constantly impressed at the number of people they are able to pull into their screenings. And
okay.
I think during like December 5th, around then, from when it's supposed to be releasing, they're actually doing their like White Christmas or Sound of Music, like sing-alongs that they do every holiday season. They do like 7 screenings of these things, and they are all 750 person theaters, completely sold out.
Is this like the lighthearted, innocent version of a Rocky Horror Picture Show or something, where like the audience like participates with the movie?
100% correct.
Okay.
And then they counter program it in the evenings with Eyes Wide Shut and Gremlins.
Perfect.
So
Actually,
it's great. Yeah.
Let's see. Where am I? Oh no, I didn't pull out Gremlins. So I don't know if you noticed, but this actually looks different than it has.
Mm-hmm.
I redid this entire room. I shrunk it down because there was a lot
noticed.
so I had to take all the tapes off these bookcases so I could move them, and it got me like 4 more feet in my paint studio on the backside of this.
Oh, nice.
And so I took all the tapes down and started putting them back up, and so I kind of shuffled everything. Still not organized in any way, shape, or form. But I found this one, and I thought it was really funny because this is a movie that I like. I have vague memories of, but, and I know it's not that it's not that of a, it's not a super deep cut, but it is a good one. I'm wondering when the last time you saw this was.
Munchies?
Yeah.
Definitely back in the Blockbuster era.
Yeah.
I remember the cover very well. I do not remember the movie
Yeah.
like at all.
I mean, it's basically like it's almost a parody of Gremlins, I think, right? Essentially.
yeah.
if I remember correct.
Oh man, the 80s were
Yeah.
the glory
it's-
days of just like let's just rip everything off.
It's the same team that did Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so I think it's much more like satirical. I think they were kind of clowning on all of those sort of like blockbuster. Is this a family movie? Is it not a family movie?
Yeah.
Is it
lighthearted monster musicals?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the original Little Shop of Horrors with Jack Nicholson?
I actually have it somewhere.
Okay. Oh, you
I've
do
nev-
have the tape? Because
Yeah, I
I
do.
used to have this tape, so I wonder you probably have the exact same copy. But yeah, Roger Corman produced this.
I know. When I saw that Jack Nicholson was in, I was like, I honestly had no idea it existed. I just found it one day. I've never actually
Same.
watched it, but
That's how it happened to me. I like weirdly came across it in like a Best Buy when I was about 14 years old.
Oh.
And I had some of our family friends growing up were like big theater kids. And it's probably part of why I fucking hate musicals so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when we were kids, like Christmas and family stuff with these people, there would always be Little Shop of Horrors playing in the background. I like hate this movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just-
even the Rick Moranis one, I was never a huge fan of it.
yeah, that's the one I was overexposed to.
Yeah, I have like a soft spot in my heart for Rick. I think I very much am looking forward to this new Spaceballs because it's like the first movie that he's been in like 30 years or something. So that'll be fun.
It'll be terrible. I'm calling it now. I'm sorry.
Mel Brooks has never put out a bad movie, so watch your mouth.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. This, the 2020s are a time for everyone to compromise themselves. And also film. I do agree with Quentin Tarantino's assessment that filmmaking, there's a certain age where beyond that you don't get better as a filmmaker, at least historically speaking.
You don't have to get better; you just stay good.
Well, okay, there might be some active diminishment occurring.
Okay. Woody Allen. Some of his best movies have been in his later career. Midnight in Paris and what was that other one that was quite good? I can't think of the name of it now. One of the ones that takes place in Italy, I think.
Yeah, I don't think those hold a candle to like Annie Hall or his earlier work that he's truly known for.
I don't
know. I really didn't like Midnight in Paris.
You didn't like Midnight in Paris? You're a writer and a film nerd, and you didn't like the movie about writers in Paris in 42 or whatever year it was. I don't know.
It was like it was like fan service. It just felt like he was walking around just like pointing out all of these historical figures and including them in a manner that gave no depth to their characters or to the film itself. Yeah, I don't know. I was not a fan.
But okay, hold on a second. Let's talk about Woody Allen for a minute because this is silly. In 90% of his movies, that doesn't exist. That whatever context you just described doesn't exist. Every Woody Allen movie, for the most part, other than like Manhattan Murder Mystery or whatever that one is, and they're literally just a window into a moment in time. You almost never get real context into who the characters are. You can figure it out by their actions and their dialogue, but almost never is there a backstory, and almost never is there any sort of real context. It's all just like, this is what's happening. Watch it. Like that's kind of the Woody Allen way.
I'm not arguing that at all. Yeah. I mean, I would argue most of his movies are actually character studies. So I think he puts the characters at the forefront and is, creating them. And that's what the whole movie's about. They're not like generally, aside from, like Manhattan Murder Mystery, did like was that like Curse of the Jade Scorpion or something like
Yeah,
that.
that one was ridiculous.
He bounces around and does all sorts of stuff. So
Sure.
but yeah, no, I mean, most of them are like very character forward, but this, Midnight in Paris, like you're bringing up all these like, writers and painters and stuff from this period in time. And I thought that like, he didn't use that anachronism to create any real interest or depth to the film. It essentially was a way for this pretty kind of generic romance story to play out against a gimmicky background that he included just so we could occasionally go, oh, look, there's Toulouse-Lautrec. And there'd be a shot of Toulouse-Lautrec, and that was the end of it. Like, yeah. It felt like this weird, like, sure, I get it. You like these people, and that's great, and maybe wanted to, like, showcase their stuff to some degree, but I don't think he even really pulled that off. He just kind of like walked by them and was like, there's this person, and then was like, okay, now back to boring Owen Wilson or Luke Wilson, whichever one it was.
Owen,
yeah. Having relationship problems. So yeah. It just kind of seemed like, a way for him to kind of make another version of the same movie he's made many times with like this kind of weird coat of paint on it that for me just didn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was my Midnight in Paris experience.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed Midnight in Paris.
And I thought most of the world. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought
people love this movie. Yeah.
I thought it was a clever take on a very simple sort of thing. It's like, oh, we have these eccentric characters that you already have context for that do help push the movie forward in their weird little interactions. But without it, like, it's not like, it doesn't turn into this like fantastical thing where like all of a sudden he's, although there is one point where he gets like blackout drunk with like Hemingway or something, doesn't he?
I think so, yeah.
And like the night gets really weird it's like a 5-minute portion of the movie where like things do get a little wild, but I don't know.
Yeah,
yeah.
I like the idea of like somebody's experiences with these artworks, sort of informing and moving forward, their own personal relationships. But I felt like the way he did it just kind of like it took me out of the way that a person experiences these things and kind of like made it so specific to Woody Allen's admiration for these people that it didn't feel like it really, I don't know, was universal enough that it could bring me in and like make me understand that like these kinds of experiences are personal and can drive the personal, when it was like so obviously just like him kind of dictating.
Yeah.
So if that makes sense. Sorry.
Yeah,
it's been a while since I've seen the movie as well.
Yeah.
But that was like what I recall of my general impression of it.
When I think of Woody Allen movies, I think of them as snapshots, where like it's a snapshot of these two or three people of their lives. You're not burdened with the history of their lives. You're not burdened with what happens after. It's just a snapshot.
Mm-hmm.
And that one, the way I saw it was like, this is a clever snapshot of like what happens if you get, sucked up into a time machine, essentially, to one of the most like wild, prolific, creative and rambunctious periods of a city. So, well,
have you ever seen What's Up, Tiger Lily?
Yeah.
It's Woody Allen's first movie.
Yeah. But that one's like slapstick.
Well,
that was before he like really found his voice as a director.
Yeah. Well, in that one, that was
he just an actor in that one?
Oh, it's just voiceover. That one, he purchased the rights to this like Chinese film.
Okay.
That like nobody, so he's not in it at all. He just bought the movie and then
so I'm thinking of his second movie then.
Okay. Yeah, this was his first one, and he just like rewrote all the dialogue because it was all in Chinese, so like nobody knew, in America what anyone was saying without subtitles. So he just rewrote an entire script for this film, and just like him and his friends just dubbed all the voices to like create this completely different movie out of it. But yeah, it was like that was it's always been interesting to me that was his first, because he became such like an accomplished filmmaker and like an actual like brilliant cinematic voice. But yeah, it's always been hilarious to me that his first movie was this like really kind of immature, pretty childish, just like, hey, what if we took a Chinese movie and like put, English voices over it and change the plot?
Yeah.
Clever for the time. Nobody had really done that, with this sort of idea that you could remix visuals in a sense, that was actually like very forward thinking for the time and very clever. But yeah, to see where he went and actually like once he started actually picking up a camera and filming things himself is like, whoa, this guy really actually knows his shit as a filmmaker. Yeah, I really like a lot of his older stuff, but yeah, for me, he's actually kind of an example of exactly what I was talking about, that his later stuff for me kind of dropped off.
Yeah.
In a sense that there was
no. Director. Yeah. Here we go. And then he's got another one coming.
Just keeps cranking them out. The dude's prolific. There's no doubt about it.
Okay, so take the money. Okay, yeah. So it goes Take the Money and Run, Bananas, Everything You Always Wanted to Know About Sex, Sleeper. Those are basically like although Everything You Always Wanted to Know was a little bit more. That was kind of like the first time he kind of leaned into what he was going to do, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So
I had a girlfriend in high school that was like weirdly obsessed with bananas. It's like not fitting with her personality whatsoever, but I've seen that movie several times.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I mean, Bananas is one of those
pretty
movies.
Slapstick.
Yeah, it's slapstick. That's what I mean. So those first 3 or 4 was like very different from what he became known for.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Annie Hall though is absolutely brilliant. I adore that movie.
Yeah. Well, Manhattan to me is always the best. Is always the top of the
really
list for
too.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a long time since I've watched that actually.
Yeah, Manhattan, Annie Hall, Husbands and Wives is a good one. Well, I mean, I just had the list up. God damn it. Let's see here. We're gonna get canceled for talking about Woody Allen.
Yep. Separate the art from the artist.
Yeah. That's a tough ask these days.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see. Let's go back to this.
Yeah.
This is actually.
I guess, do we need to make it clear that like we don't condone?
Yeah, of
what
course
Woody Allen
don't
has done as a person?
condone what he did as a person. Jesus
Apparently, you have
Christ.
to say that. You have to say that now, otherwise.
I know.
Otherwise, people make assumptions.
Let's see. So let's go back to this. All right. See all. Now,
when did you get into Woody Allen? What was your first experience?
Blah, 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 blah. I mean, if I was being totally honest, let's see here. It might have been Celebrity or Deconstructing Harry, because it was when I was a teenager.
Okay.
So it was probably one of the current movies that he had put out. So that's what I was just looking. So Celebrity was 98, Deconstructing Harry was 97, Sweet and Lowdown was 99, Small Time Crooks, that was a really good one.
I remember Sweet and Lowdown. Seeing that definitely when it came out.
Yeah. And then Curse of the Jade Scorpion was 01. So it was somewhere in that pocket was when I discovered Woody Allen, and then I started working backwards. Mm-hmm. And definitely Alice, Crimes and Misdemeanors, Hannah and Her Sisters, Broadway Danny Rose is an amazing one. Stardust Memories is another masterpiece. Manhattan, Annie Hall. Those were back to back. Annie Hall. Oh no, it was Annie Hall Interiors, Manhattan. That's like the trilogy, I think.
That's a run, yeah.
Yeah. And then that's everything. And then everything before that is, and Love and Death was sort of this weird, like almost like a European art house film, I think, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Maybe some inspiration from like Fellini or something like that, but I could be making that up.
I want to say no. I think you're right. I think Fellini and or Bergman.
Something in that vein.
Yeah, I want to say Sven Nykvist, who was Ingmar Bergman's cinematographer, might have shot like a couple of his movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude had a crazy. He shot Sleepless in Seattle. Like, I don't know. He shot like Persona and like all these like Swedish art films.
Okay.
He's the DP on Sleepless in Seattle.
That's crazy.
Which, kudos to the director of Sleepless in Seattle for getting like a fucking world-class cinematographer.
Well, I mean, I mean, I haven't seen that movie in 25 years, but
I don't know if I've ever seen it actually.
what's that? Meg Ryan, right?
Yeah.
Matthew Broderick and Meg Ryan.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, whatever.
Same thing.
Same thing.
I'm gonna run
Hanks
with
is
that.
just 4 inches taller. That's literally
Just
the
a
only
taller Broderick. We just call him Tall Broderick. That's the industry name for him.
So I actually watched the Tom Hanks movie that I had never seen before a couple of days ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? Which one was that? Oh, Sven Nykvist shot Celebrity.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Polar Express. I had never actually watched it.
I've never seen it either.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah, I bet.
It's
like old school rotoscoping.
It's all CGI animation.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
rotoscoped from. It's like early motion capture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's why it looks so weird.
Yup.
Okay. So, A, the plot is insane. B,
Okay.
there are these scary moments, like legitimately scary moments, where I'm like, who's this for? They tried to make it for everybody, I suppose, but like Hudson definitely, there was a few times where he's like, what the fuck is going on? Obviously he didn't say that, but you could see it on his face. And then they had like these roller coaster moments. The train literally just turns into a roller coaster at random points, and you're just like, how is that possible? But it is the Polar Express. So,
It's the Polar
okay.
Express, yeah.
You have to,
That's the power of Tall Broderick.
yeah. And then he's a shapeshifter. He
What?
plays like 3 or 4 different characters in the movie.
Okay.
I think.
I didn't know this.
I mean, he's not. It's all fantastical, but the best part is they go over this like, is it before the frozen lake or after the frozen lake? I don't know, but there's this scene where there's thousands of reindeer just in this like this opening. There's like a valley in between these mountains, and there's just thousands of caribou, and it just stops. And they say caribou in the movie. And I was like, whoa, Hudson, look at all those caribou. And he goes, those are reindeer. And I was just like, okay. And then Santa's Village is now like New York City in 1920. That was the other crazy part. It was like a full on like
Art Deco industrialist like paradise.
Yeah, and there's just thousands of elves everywhere, and like the elves are crazy looking. I was like, this movie is nuts.
Wow.
Yeah. So
didn't realize. I knew it. I've always been alarmed by the longevity that movie has enjoyed. I remember when it came out, it seemed like just such a so the director Robert Zemeckis.
Yeah.
Because he did Beowulf also kind of like around that time. He was just experimenting with a lot of this like motion capture tech and really trying to push that stuff forward.
Okay.
And it resulted in these like, really kind of like bizarre, uncanny valley kind of creations.
Yeah.
Like that, and Beowulf too. And and somehow, so Polar Express, I thought it was like, okay, it's like this tech demo, that like this technology will be superseded in a few years, and then that'll be what people actually do. Yeah. But for some reason, it's like every year around the holidays, there's theaters showing Polar Express.
Well, I think it's a one of one movie. It exists in its own bubble because one, the book is timeless, and it hasn't been done again, which is surprising. So watch it, probably next year. There's probably going to be a new fancy version of it or something that is nowhere near as disheartening as that one was.
They'll AI upscale it, showed at the Sphere with like fans and like snowblowers.
Honestly, that's a movie that would work at the Sphere, because when they go into those roller coaster scenes, if you did that at the Sphere, you would definitely get some people fucking.
Yeah. Whole place just kind of lurches in front of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's a wild one. Did you guys watch it at home, or was there?
Yeah,
Did you guys go out and see
yeah.
it?
No, yeah, we watched it at home. He's not in movie theater mode yet.
Okay.
He he gets stuck in feedback loops of like, I want to watch X show over and over and over and over. And I think this is a thing that all kids go through. They just
Yeah.
the repetition is I don't know.
Repetitive.
No, there's like some sort of security that comes with just knowing what they're getting into.
Sure. It's a safe place.
Yeah. And so, there are days where we're like, do you want to watch something new? And he'll be like, yeah. And then there are days where we're like, do you want to watch something new? And he's like, no. And we caught him on a yes day. And he's massively obsessed with trains. So I was
perfect.
like, the day after we put so this would have been Saturday, I guess, or maybe it was Friday night. I don't even remember. But we went and got the Christmas tree on Friday. That was a whole big to do. And we were like, do you want to watch a Christmas movie? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, there's a Christmas movie that's all about a train. And he's like, yeah. And so we watched the whole thing, and he hung in there even during the parts that I didn't think he would, because he does still get freaked out by stuff. And he's dialed in on like an energy way where he can tell when bad things are happening, even if it's not like obviously scary yet.
Right.
He'll be like, oh, that person's upset or whatever. He's very empathic in that way. So it's interesting to see that his responses to some things. But he's getting braver. He's starting to finally face dinosaurs and such. So that's
Okay.
fun
That's
and interesting. And now the floor is lava is a big game in the house. So if we're running away from the dinosaurs, we got to watch out for the lava, and we can only step on the carpets. The floor is lava.
Damn.
So
sounds pretty treacherous over there.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, so these are not movies for a child, but if he's still into trains when he's like, I don't know, like adolescent, teenager, Unstoppable, train movie with fucking Denzel Washington and Chris Pine. Dude, it's really good.
Okay.
It's really good. It was Tony Scott's last movie, who did like True Romance and Top Gun and a bunch of great stuff. But Ridley Scott's brother, actually. But anyway, Unstoppable. I was surprised too. I thought it was I didn't see it for like a decade after it came out, and then like people started telling me, "Hey, it's actually this really good action movie. One of the last like real big all practical stuff kind of movies. It's like they are just doing incredibly dangerous things with trains for like 2 hours through this film."
Oh, wow.
It's really, really cool. And then there's another movie from the 70s called Runaway Train with John Voight. Fucking awesome. Just like unbelievably good movie, directed by this crazy Russian dude who had one of the wildest careers ever. He co-wrote Andrei Rublev, which is this like really famous Russian art film by Andrei Tarkovsky. And then he directed Runaway Train, and then he went on to direct Turner and Hooch.
Oh, perfect. That's quite the journey he went on.
It is such a fucking insane career that this guy had. But Runaway Train is like legit amazing film. Really incredible.
Oh, this might be a couple of them. So the funny thing is, before Hudson was born, yeah, here we go. I found a couple of them. So I was at some estate sale, and this guy was a train enthusiast. He had 2 giant boxes of these.
Oh, sick.
And I bought them all.
Yeah. Holy shit.
How
long are they?
I have no idea. Mm-hmm. Let's see. 1995. These ones are, these span probably 2 decades, if I had to guess. I have hundreds of them. About an hour.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I have this. Yeah, I gotta put them all together one of these days. But I have probably 75 to 100 train VHS of different regions and different types of trains, and I bought them with the idea that like there's probably cool landscape shots and stuff that could be used for content, and nobody's going to copyright strike shit like this, you know?
Yeah,
So
I think you're good.
those are some of, it's like almost like found footage in a sense, you know?
Damn, those are awesome.
Yeah, so I have a ton of those, and I've been meaning to one of these days putting them all together, like getting them all together, and like, you know,
You put them in like like geographical order. So it's like
I'm never
going to
put them in any order, Dorian.
It's like you're as close as possible to taking a trip around the world in like a linear fashion.
Yeah. I did actually. So Ethan was over here the other day, and he was going through my vinyl collection. He's like, "This makes no sense." I was like, "Exactly." He's like, "So he was like, are you ever going to catalog? Like, they're cataloged digitally. I know what I have. Where they are is another question."
Sure.
And he was like, "You got to organize these things so you can find what you're looking for." I was like, no, because when I look for something, I'll find something better.
Mm-hmm.
This is how the mind of a crazy person works.
Yep.
Right. And he was like, "Well, just organize them." I was like, "Bro," I was like, "You know how much I hate the word genre. Don't ever say organize them by genre. I'll never do that." I was like, the only plausible option in my mind, the only one, is to organize them by maybe decade.
Mm-hmm.
Just have a section of 70s, a section 8, whatever's in it is in it. That's it.
Yeah.
So maybe one day they'll get organized loosely chronologically. But even then, in the 70s box, it could go 71, 78, 73, 72, whatever, you know? So, but I don't even know how beneficial that would be to do with the VHS, because the span of time is so much shorter. You know, in my record collection, it's anywhere from 1955 all the way up to 2025. So you could just be like, okay, these two boxes are this decade, these two boxes, you know, and like maybe the 80s box and the 70s box are probably bigger than everything else. I don't know, but
we have our bookshelves organized by color.
That's insane.
It's pretty awesome.
I mean, I'm sure it looks cool.
Yeah, it looks great, but it's exactly because I have my movies organized just alphabetically, just so I can find shit.
Yeah.
But I agree. I often find myself I'm looking at I see the same things.
Yeah.
Every time I look,
well, that's the whole thing.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't change.
Yeah.
And like it's fine because for me, there's a lot of time doing like fucking research. I'm trying to pull shit from certain films. I need to be able to find this movie. You know. So it's all good. But with the bookshelves, yeah, when we decided, I was like, I don't want to just like organize them. And Hannah suggested doing it by color, and we did it. And it's like, it's so cool. I look at it completely differently, you know, than I do anything else. And it's kind of like, yeah, like you said, sometimes I'm looking for something and I'm like, I think it has like a green cover, and it doesn't, but I find something in the greens that I'm like, oh shit, actually, I've been meaning to read this, you know?
Well, the real dream for me, because right now, I would say, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So 40% of my collection is in flip top boxes. So I can just flip through them quickly. 40%. The other 60% is spine, you know, like this. Right?
Gotcha.
So obviously it's a lot easier to flip through, like record store style.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the dream, right? Is to get all 100% of the collection flippable.
For sure. Yeah.
Then it's not that big of a deal. I'm just flipping all day long, whatever I'm looking for. And then that's, you know, it's like, oh, I found this crazy thing that I forgot that I had or whatever.
And it's like you have your own record store at home, which is fucking rad.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it still looks like that even still with, you know, half of it's in side loaded and the other half's top loaded. But, yeah, for me, it's way more interesting to look for something and not be able to find it. It just, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, I agree sometimes.
100% of the time, it is more interesting to look for something and not find it. Because I'll find something else that leads me down another path.
Yeah.
And then from there, the journey begins and fun ensues.
No, it's true. I'm
I'm out of my mind, dude. It's crazy in here. If you could just like, this is the thing. Maybe next week. I don't know if I have the means to do this or not. But maybe next week I set up the 3D or the 360 camera, and I record via the 360 camera and my entire space. And if I could live track,
I was gonna say, can you manipulate it in real time? Yeah,
I haven't used this camera in years. It's one of the old ones.
Okay.
So I bet you if I got a more modern one, I could. But, I mean, right now, like I'm just looking around because I have all these bookcases that are full, but then all around here to my left are more. They're actually shoe organizers. They're like shoe cubes.
Oh yeah,
that would hold 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3, 12 pairs of shoes. Each of those slots holds 6 tapes. So whatever 6 times 12 is, 36. So there's
72.
So wait, is that right? What am I saying? I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, 15. 6 times 15 is 75.
90.
75. 90.
6 times
You're
15
right.
is 90.
You are correct. Okay. So each of those shoe organizers another 90 tapes. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. 6 times 90 is 540. Then on top of the shoe organizers are stacks of just random chaos tapes. So there's another whatever. And then there's books on the far side behind the camera, and then there's all of the other stuff that I just haven't organized in any way, shape, or form yet. It's just bins of stuff. But it's just, I'm surrounded by this just mass of stuff. And then this is something I actually found the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we talked about the tiki mugs many moons ago?
Uh-huh.
This is my Sorcerer Mickey tiki mug.
Holy shit.
And this is what I want to end the episode on because I have to go home very soon to go tend to my child in his snow day off from school.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, let's talk about Fantasia and the glory that is Fantasia, because I had this moment recently, and I didn't realize it, but Fantasia is 90 years old.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. And Sorcerer Mickey was one of my first great inspirations. So
nice.
We will finish today's episode by conjuring the magic that is Fantasia.
We're gonna release it from the vault.
We are going
to put it in the Disney terms.
Oh God.
That's what they did. You can only get it for a limited time.
Yeah, I know. The Black Diamond scheme is fucking hilarious.
Yep.
So anywho, this week's episode is over. Dorian,
it's done.
Stay warm.
Thank you. You as well.
Stay safe. I'm gonna go make a snowman with my kid.
Hell yeah.
And we're gonna watch Fantasia this week.
Awesome.
And we're gonna talk about it next week.
Sweet. I would love. I might watch it again too. We were watching The Simpsons last night, and it was the one where they go to Itchy and Scratchy Land, and they have the Itchy and Scratchy version of Fantasia.
Yes.
Which is awesome, and it put this back in my head, and I was like, you know what? It's been a long damn time since I've seen Fantasia, so maybe I'll try to watch it too. Yeah.
Perfect. Sweet. All right, everyone. Bon voyage.